What's up, folks? It's your buddy Fatalroadie. Today I'm going to be doing the results for the TLC pay-per-view. As usual, I missed the kickoff show, but the matches were Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander for the Cruiserweight title. Buddy Murphy retained his title. And Elias versus Bobby Lashley in a guitar ladder match. At first I thought this was like a kendo stick on a pole match. Whoever got hold of the stick was able to use it, but no, whoever got hold of the guitar wins. What? Elias got hold of the guitar, so he wins, but Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush beat him down with the guitar. Okay. Between these two matches, I would have rather seen a Cruiserweight match on the main card. I'll get to that in a second. We then go to the main part of the pay-per-view, and our first match of the night is the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge. R-Truth and Carmella versus Alicia Fox and Jinder Mahal. This match here should have been on the kickoff show. It really wasn't an interesting match. Carmella got the code of silence on Alicia Fox, and they win. Whoop-de-shit. We then have the New Day versus the Usos versus the Bar in a triple threat match for the Smackdown Tag Team titles. This was a really good match. All three teams had a lot of offense in. Sheamus got the bro kick on Xavier Woods and got the pin to retain the titles. Good, now can we move on and not see any of these three people in a fight together? There are other tag teams on SmackDown. Let's try to move one of them up, please. We then have Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. If Braun Strowman wins, he gets his match against Brock Lesnar at Royal Rumble. If Baron Corbin wins, he becomes the Raw General Manager. But if Baron Corbin loses, he is ousted from power. That being said, Heath Slater is the referee. Baron Corbin comes out, runs his mouth for a bit, and then tells the referee to start counting to 10. Heath Slater gets halfway through, and Braun Strowman's music hits. He comes out and he gets onto the microphone. He tells Baron Corbin, being that this is a no disqualification match, it's possible for him to have a helper, and it'll be fine. Then all of a sudden, Apollo Crews, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, and Finn Balor show up, all carrying chairs. Baron Corbin tells Heath Slater to remove everybody, and Heath Slater removes his referee shirt. Everybody surrounds Baron Corbin and starts dropping him with chair shots. Baron Corbin tries to escape running up the ramp, then Kurt Angle's music hits. He comes out, grabs a chair, starts hitting Baron Corbin, and gets him down into the ring. He gets a beat down by Balor, Roode, Gable, and Crews, gets an angle slam by Kurt Angle. Heath Slater puts his referee shirt back on, and Braun Strowman pins Baron Corbin. Then we have Natalya versus Ruby Riott in a table match. The Riott Squad come out carrying a table with Jim Neidhart on it. It doesn't take long before the Riott Squad get involved, but are quickly taken out by Natalya. This match got mean quick. Natalya pulls out a table from under the ring with a sticker of Ruby Riott on it, then pulls out the jacket worn by Jim Neidhart. The fight continues up onto the turnbuckles, where Natalya powerbombs Ruby Riott into a table and wins. Okay, can we move on from this? This storyline got boring after a while. We then have Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. This is a classic speed versus power match. This is a very physical match with Drew McIntyre throwing Finn Balor all over the place. Finn Balor was able to fight back with his agility and acrobatics. While the referee's back was turned, Dolph Ziggler comes in, super kicks Drew McIntyre, grabs a chair, and ends up getting a kick in the face for it. This, however, distracts McIntyre enough for Finn Balor to get the drop kick on him, hits him with a coup de grace, and got the pin. We then have Rey Mysterio versus Randy Orton in a chairs match. Right off the bat, they went for the chairs real quick. There was a cool spot where Rey Mysterio did a surf slide on a chair on top of Randy Orton, who was outside the ring. Later, Randy Orton pummels Mysterio with a bunch of chairs. He lines up Mysterio for the RKO, but Mysterio counters and gets a surprise pin on Randy Orton to win. That was a shock. I was actually thinking that Randy Orton was going to win this one. We then have Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax with Tamina at ringside. This is for the Raw Women's title. This is a wild match. Rousey had one good spot where she powerbombed Nia Jax from the top turnbuckle out of a Samoa drop attempt. Rousey tried to go for the armbar, but Tamina got involved, distracting Ronda Rousey. Nia Jax tried to go for the face buster or face crusher, whatever the hell she calls it, but Rousey was able to counter that and get her into the armbar for the win. We had a quick backstage segment where Nia Jax was walking backstage and she's leveled by Becky Lynch. We then have AJ Styles versus the angry environmentalist Daniel Bryan for the WWE title. Daniel Bryan opens up with rolling out to ringside, similar to what he did in the Brock Lesnar match at Survivor Series. This is a fast-paced match with Daniel Bryan having most of the control of the match. There was a whole lot of back and forth. This was definitely a main event quality match. AJ Styles tried to go for a pin, but Daniel Bryan was able to reverse it to retain his title. We then have Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins for the IC title. There was a lot of offense from Dean Ambrose with Seth Rollins selling a knee injury. The crowd definitely wasn't into this match by chanting, "This is boring," and "Let's go home," and quite frankly, I have to agree with them. This match was trudging along. Seth Rollins started hammering Dean Ambrose for a bit. He tried to go for the stomp, but Ambrose countered with the dirty deeds and got the pin. So he's now the new IC champion. I was so ready for this match to be done. The whole build-up for this whole match just was way too long. I lost interest halfway through it. I really didn't care about this match at all. We then come to our main event, Asuka versus Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch for the Smackdown Women's title in a TLC match. Holy shit, Smackdown actually main evented a pay-per-view. This definitely was an awesome match. Becky Lynch got Charlotte Flair and Asuka onto the announcer's table, climbed up a ladder, jumped off, Asuka moved, but Charlotte Flair caught everything from Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch and Asuka fight up on top of the ladder. Charlotte Flair grabs a kendo stick and starts wailing away on him. There's one spot where Asuka got hold of the kendo stick, started beating up everybody, and ended up getting a spear through the barricade by Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair were up on the ladder, fighting it out, trying to get to the title, and Ronda Rousey comes out, gets in the ring, and tips over the ladder, knocking both Lynch and Flair off. This leaves Asuka alone to climb up the ladder to retrieve the title and become new SmackDown Women's Champion. We end tonight's pay-per-view with Asuka up on top of the ladder celebrating. Honestly, this was a decent pay-per-view. This is the last pay-per-view of 2018. I do, however, have some problems with the matches. There was no U.S. title match, no Shinsuke Nakamura, no Rusev. That would have been an awesome match to watch. The Ambrose-Rollins match I really could have skipped. The Mixed Match Challenge I could have skipped. The Elias-Lashley match, skip. The Cruiserweight title match should have been on the main card. And I seriously hope we're done with the Riot Squad and Natalya shit. Although I'm pretty sure we're going to see more of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins for the next couple of weeks and possibly in the next pay-per-view. But that'll do it for the results for the TLC pay-per-view. Leave a comment down below what you thought of this pay-per-view or what you thought of this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. I've been Fatalroadie. You've been awesome. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, if it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.